Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. A businessman cannot force you to buy his product. If he makes a mistake, he suffers the consequences. If he fails, he takes the loss. If bureaucrat makes a mistake, you suffer the consequences. If he fails, he passes the loss on to you. We are fast approaching the stage of the ultimate inversion, the stage where the government is free to do anything it pleases, while the citizens may act only by permission, which is the stage of the darkest periods of human history, the stage of rule by brute force. We can evade reality, but we cannot evade the consequences of evading reality. The evasion of responsibility is the major cause of most people's frustrations and defeats. The smallest minority on earth is the individual. Those who deny individual rights cannot claim to be defenders of minorities. Do not keep silent when your own ideas and values are being attacked. If a dictatorship ever comes to this country, it will be by the fault of those who keep silent. We are still free enough to speak. Do we have time? No one can tell. The government was set to protect man from criminals, and the Constitution was written to protect man from the government. The Bill of Rights was not directed at private citizens, but against the government as an explicit declaration that individual rights supersede any public or social power. Do you know the hallmark of the second reader? It's resentment of another man's achievement. The difference between a welfare state and a totalitarian state is a matter of time. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. When you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed. The great creators, the thinkers, the artists, the scientists, the inventors stood alone against the men of their time. Everyone has the right to make his own decisions, but none has the right to force his decision on others. An honest man is one who knows that he can't consume more than he has produced. I guard my treasures, my thoughts, my will, my freedom. And the greatest of these is freedom. The hardest thing to explain is the glaringly evident which everybody had decided not to see. Don't ever give up what you want in life. The struggle is worth it. You can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Capitalism has been called a system of greed, yet it is the system that raised the standard of living of its poorest citizens to heights no collectivist system has ever begun to equal, and no tribal gang can conceive of. The end does not justify the means. No one's rights can be secured by the violation of the rights of others. Do not make the mistake of the ignorant who think that an individualist is a man who says, "I'll do as I please at everybody else's expense." An individualist is a man who recognizes the inalienable individual rights of man, his own and those of others. Whoever claims the right to redistribute the wealth produced by others is claiming the right to treat human beings as chattel. The only power any government has is the power to crack down on criminals. Well, when there aren't enough criminals, one makes them. One declares so many things to be a crime that it becomes impossible for men to live without breaking laws. Potentially, a government is the most dangerous threat to man's rights. It holds a legal monopoly on the use of physical force against legally disarmed victims. The uncontested absurdities of today are the accepted slogans of tomorrow. They come to be accepted by degrees, by dint of constant pressure on one side and constant retreat on the other, until one day when they are suddenly declared to be the country's official ideology. If the truth shall kill them, let them die. The government was set to protect man from criminals, and the Constitution was written to protect man from the government. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. Every government interference in the economy consists of giving an unearned benefit, extorted by force, to some men at the expense of others. The man who speaks to you of sacrifice speaks of slaves and masters, and intends to be the master. If a society is to be free, its government has to be controlled. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right and the other is wrong, but the middle is always evil. Identify the dominant philosophy of a society and you can predict its future. Men who repeatedly lick the vagina every time during sex live much longer than women. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.